Hello and welcome to All on the Table RPGs. My name is M and I am a still JPEG because my technical issues with my webcam are still happening. Alright, with me today we've got 4 players. As always, we got Rocky playing Lucia.
Hello.
We got Maple playing Blue Cobalt.
Violence.
And we got Nobody playing Kelvin. And joining us, we've got Fabi Garza playing. I apologize. I am going to try and pronounce your Spanish name like it's French every time.
Sure.
Marisol Costa.
Close enough. Marisol Costa. And yeah, hey, y'all. I underdressed a little bit for tonight's stream, so.
All right, so I think we are going to start with Marisol because well, you have you have a little bit of time to make up for.
Yeah.
Oh, right now we're going to start with while you are still human.
Mm-hmm.
You're right now you're in Toronto. You've been on a tour and as part of your promotion, you know, you're professional wrestler. Right. But what you're really here for is you're really here to investigate this lab because, as with many mass wrestlers, you are You are also a vigilante.
It's more like a detective thing, but yes.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, vigilante is a name people use for us. We don't call ourselves that, you know.
Yeah, that's fair. Very fair. So right now you are you've been investigating a secret lab of the family. This sinister crime organization that seems to have their hands in everything. So honestly, the lab for the most part seems completely deserted, completely empty. And you have many there. I am on your sheet. Yes. So give me a street rise roll. That is, you roll 2d10, and you're trying to get under your skill total, which is 64.
Cool. And I'm good just to hit this like this. Don't do it correctly. 7.
7. Yep, that is definitely significantly under.
You said 2d10, right? Yeah.
Oh, sorry. It's the
25.
It's percentiles.
Percentile?
Yeah, 20.
Yeah,
25.
that's what I thought.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I did not clarify which 2d10 I meant.
I was like, that seems way too easy.
That would have been impossible to roll above that number.
Yeah. So you want to take the or should I just hit 1?
I'll just take the 25. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're investigating the lab and you find some paperwork. It seems that the main doctor you've been hunting down, Dr. Yang, has modified himself intentionally. You have some research notes and papers and some photographs that he has turned himself into a wolf man.
Okay. Not unheard of.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
But also,
Santo, Demon, all of those fought against Wolfman. So this is not new. There's stories and histories about this. Yeah, no.
Yeah,
I've seen the films.
And
the
also,
it's a footage.
In the last 6 months ago, you did hear about there was a town in Canada where something happened and a bunch of people just started turning into animal people.
Mm.
And you are in Canada right now, so this is probably something like that. And in fact, you go through some more paperwork, and yeah, his plan he is going to intentionally get himself apprehended by the authorities and sent to that
Hmm.
town.
Interesting.
But also, as you are going through these paperworks, there's just a glowing green light throughout the facility, and you just start to feel a little ill.
Mm. My tummy. Uh, I is there a place to? I think she just falls down or starts finding a way to get out of here. Probably.
Yeah, give. Do you have any skills that'd be good for this? Yeah, you know what? Give me an escape. That's a 72.
Cool. Just okay. So do you want me to do D10 or do you want me to do D100?
Whichever works for you. Whichever works
Sure.
better for you.
D100. Let's go. 43.
43. Yep, you were. Yeah, you managed to get out of there. Or like you're not feeling good, but you managed to get back out to the surface and get yourself a cab back to your hotel.
Okay.
Like the cab does come in. Hey, you're not looking so good. You sure you don't want to go to the hospital or something?
No, it's fine. It's just Norton Air, Canada Air, probably. I'll be fine.
All right, yeah. And the cabbie drops you off at your hotel. You get into your room. You look around a bit, and oh, you go to the bathroom. You wash your face, and you notice that you just your skin just feels really, really dry.
Hmm.
And
I'm gonna turn on the shower, jump in the shower, full on clothes. Mask has been on this whole time, of course.
of
Still
course, of
stays
course,
on for the shower.
yeah. It honestly it feels significantly better the moment you're underwater. In fact, you notice that you actually start breathing a little better too. Like you didn't even really
Okay.
notice that you were having trouble breathing, but the
Oh,
moment you're under the water, it's like when you've had a cold for a couple of days and you just kind
yeah.
of get used to it, and then like once it's better and you could just breathe through your nose. That's kind of what this feels like.
I'll probably just dehydrated. I was just need to take more water. It's fine.
Mm-hmm. As you're in the shower though, you start noticing like all of the hair on, like there's a lot of hair just kind of pooling around your
Hmm.
feet, like way more than there should be.
Well, that's alarming. I think she takes the mask off and checks her head and
Yeah,
her she goes yeah.
you're bald now, and also your skin there it feels kind of scaly.
She puts the mask back on. Okay. So I think she's thinking like, well, I guess now I really have to find this doctor to reverse whatever this is.
Yeah, and
I
when
guess I'll yeah.
if you get out of the shower, it's fogged up. You're presumably you're going to wipe it off and look.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like you can't see you put the mask back on, so you can't see your face, but the rest of you,
Mhm.
yeah, your body is now covered in like rainbow colored scales, and
Yeah. I
you've got
assume that even the eyes, instead of looking like these, there's just kind of like black and
yeah,
reflective
you
now.
have you have the flat black fish eyes now,
Great.
and like yeah, you got some
Well,
gills on the side of your neck, and take a good look at your hands, and like yeah, there's a little bit of webbing there in between the fingers.
oh yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, so like what he did to turn himself into a wolf, has now happened to you, turning you into a rainbow trout.
Well, I guess I'm going to that Canadian town. Try to find some answers.
Yeah,
Try to find him. This means I can probably drown him easier.
That is a distinct possibility. You might be able to.
Is this is the town that I'm in or the town that I'm going to landlocked?
Um, no, actually, if you really wanted to right now, you could
Mhm.
potentially swim. You could potentially swim there from from Toronto to Bratton across the Great Lakes, but I would advise against it because that's very long and and a little bit gross on the Toronto end.
Okay, okay. Uh,
It's the
I
same, yeah.
will. Yeah, I will put on some. I think I'm. Yeah, I'm gonna get dressed, get all my stuff, get my bags and stuff. Put on some like leggings that are covering my legs completely. Put on some like long sleeves and maybe like a hoodie on top, and make my way there by quickest way possible. I think I have one of
You
those.
do have a you do have
Mhm.
you do have a sports car of some sort. You do
Oh,
have
I
supercar
do.
merit.
Yes,
You want to tell us about
I.
what? Want to tell us about your car?
Oh my god, I'm trying to remember what choices I made 2 months ago when we created this. Did I read? Did I write anything down, or am I just gonna go for it right now?
You did not write anything on your sheet
Perfect.
on the Google sheet. So,
It's a sports car. It's a two-seater, of course. I think it's
oh,
black. Yeah,
do you have the link to the Google sheet with the character sheets?
I sure don't.
I'm going
Oh,
to make yeah quickly going to go put that on the Discord and make sure you get that you have
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I think it's a the typical sports car that's like black. That is red with like flames. This is a black car with pink flames.
oh yeah.
Uh,
Awesome.
and yeah, it it's a little bit low to the ground, but it's still good. She probably drove it all the way up from Mexico, from Matamoros, Mexico, where
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
from, uh, all the way up here, and I guess she's gonna keep driving. I think she buys like those big jugs of water and just puts it in the passenger seat. Just and like maybe gets like a long silly straw and like into her mind. Let's go.
Yeah, you are driving right there. Are you like speeding or are you just driving at like like a regular fast pace?
I think regular fast pace. I do not want to get pulled over right now. Seems like a bad idea.
Yeah, that's completely understandable. All right, then. Yeah, you just make your way across the province, and you make it to You make it almost the full way to Brampton, Ontario, and you see it right up ahead. There's a checkpoint with a bunch of soldiers with guns
Hmm.
standing around. A
And
little bit further down the road.
is there like a fence next to the checkpoint, or is there open
Yeah,
road? Is there
off of
mountains?
the road, there's a fence around it.
Hmm. I think I'm gonna turn into the off road, and I'm gonna see if I can find a somewhat deserted place to ram my car into the fence.
Okay. Really, is that all your driver? No, probably gonna want to level that up later. So give me your driving check. That's a 59%.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. 59%. That's
You
more
know,
than average. It's fine.
yeah.
It's better than half.
Yeah, that's 87. Goodbye, car.
Now I cannot permanently take the car away from you because it is a gimmick. But you can definitely be severely damaged right now as you pull your sports car off road and kind of slam right into a tree.
Yeah, I do not think I have any fish powers that make me not slam into a tree. So
I do not think fish are not particularly good at not driving cars into trees.
such is my luck.
Um,
The question is the tree outside the fence or inside the fence?
the tree is like the tree's part is like the fence like goes like right through goes like around the tree.
Okay. Well,
So you are like right up at the fence, but also like you made some noise, and some of the soldiers are coming this way. Are like coming into the woods looking at what just happened.
yeah, I think I'm gonna grab my stuff, grab the jug, and try to climb over the fence and lose myself in the streets before they get here.
All right. You definitely have athletics. Yes, you do. That's a 72.
Cool. It's fine. It's fine. One
Huh.
high roll means nothing. One high roll means nothing.
Yeah,
That's 32. Let's
that's a
go.
32. You
Like
are
a fish in the night, like a rainbow trout in the night.
all right. You are getting over that fence, and you are dashing off into the woods. Um, Lucia.
Yes.
Um, what? Right, your dog's name's Buster.
Yeah.
Yeah, Buster starts barking at something in the woods.
Yeah.
Last time he did this, it was that crow, that crazy crow lady.
Yeah, I think. I think she's gonna get up, kind of like it's the middle of the night, right? So she's probably asleep.
Yeah, it'd be in the middle. It'd be like pretty early. It'd be like early hours of the morning, like 4 a.m.
Yeah, so she's probably gonna get up, like kind of groggy, like shake her head a bit, and just kind of like carefully tiptoe out and like kind of see if she can get a look at what she's looking at.
And Marisol, there's you're not entirely sure what the heck this is. It's got fins and flip and scales. It looks like a fish, but also it's running. It also has 4 legs and is barking at you.
Uh, do I have a snack on me I can distract this beautiful baby with?
You just got off like a 3-hour road trip. I imagine you could reasonably
Yeah,
have some. You could
yeah,
reasonably have a snack.
yeah. I opened some beef jerky. I was like, hey buddy, would you like some beef jerky?
Okay. I All right, you
I
do
think
not have any
okay.
animals. You do not have any animal skills, so we're going to call this composure with a 10% penalty. So we're going to say that's
You're
a
not calling
55.
streetwise? It's not streetwise taking care of dogs barking at you. That's fine. So D100.
Yeah,
What do I want to get under here?
55 because you have a 65, and I'm giving you a penalty.
56.
All right. She Lucia Buster is stops growling and stops barking and starts getting really aggressive with the growling, and you come through the trees, and Marisol, there is a teenage. Actually, you're not 100. You wouldn't be able to guess properly the age. This person's like 7 feet tall and is like a very muscular rabbit person.
Um, Question: is Marisol wearing the mask at this point?
Yeah.
I think Lucia instantly recognizes you and is like, Steven, what are you like? Why are you dressed as a famous wrestler? Who are you
Oh,
here?
famous. That's sweet. Hi. Always nice to meet a fan. Hey.
Wait,
Uh,
that's you? You're
yep. That's me.
what are you
Got
doing on?
uh. It's a long story. Have you seen a wolf person, by the way? Might as well ask the bat now.
A
There's like
wolf?
5 or 6 wolf
I mean,
people in
I
town.
probably seen one like around, but none that has
Yeah.
like stood out to me. There's probably like a few.
Yeah. So I was investigating a thing, and and I found out this person turned themselves into a wolf, and then she like moves her jacket and shows the gills. I got turned into a rainbow trout right after I was snooping into this person's basement. So now I'm here looking for them. See if there's a way to reverse it or what the deal is. There was a stop point, but I don't trust cops, so I kind of just crashed my car through a fence and I started running. And now I'm here.
Fascinating. Well, I can tell you there's no way to reverse this, at least not that we found. Or
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe they found one and they're not giving it to us, but who knows? Point is,
Yeah,
we've
because
been like this for about 6 months now.
it seemed that this person made themselves like this. I was reading their research, and it seems that they found a way to do it to themselves, so they might be able to undo it.
Huh. I'll keep an eye out.
Yeah. As for any newly arrived wolf people in the past couple months,
I think.
Yeah, you would
I can't
definitely remember that the
remember Dr. Young.
yeah,
sorry.
that's the name, right?
Yep, that's the name.
Yep, that one right there works for the family. If you know who that is,
Family.
crime family.
I mean, I think I might have heard something about them around here, but I don't think I ever paid it much mind. I mean, I don't really see why organized crime would have ever taken interest in this place, at least before all this stuff happened.
I mean, organized crime is everywhere, especially anywhere they can find someone to make a profit out of.
I suppose, yeah.
Especially places like this. Even before all of this, no one expects it, so it becomes very convenient to set up your operations here. Cops are not going to look for you.
That's true.
But
Hmm.
yeah. Also, may I have your name? You have
Oh,
mine.
I'm Lucia.
Lucia, gusto de conocerte. Uh, so, is your dog gonna attack me?
No, sorry, he'll Buster, and she like pulls out a treat for him and kind of tries to get him to calm down.
Uh,
Um, so
Marisol grabs her beef jerky and starts munching on it.
bum, 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 bum. You do have an animal skill, right? Yeah, you have livestock. That's close enough. Uh, the skills in this game are a little weird. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
just for a stock animal.
Yeah. So give me the roll. 76 target.
Okay, I should be able to do this.
You got this.
82.
Or not.
So yeah. Like I just said, saying, Buster is like started as a dog and has now been spliced to be a beta fish, who are
Mm.
naturally ridiculously aggressive and really don't like other brightly colored fish. So I don't want to actually make a fight. I don't want to actually make a fight of this because I don't actually want to hurt Buster. But we're going to pull out a die and Marisol, you are going to take 4 superficial harm threshold from being bit.
Ooh.
What? Why do you already have damage? Your sheet has never been used for anything.
I was gonna say you would know that.
I think
Speak
Okay,
loud.
well,
she upgraded her harm and it doesn't automatically go up.
maybe,
Mm.
and that might be it when I leveled her up. Yeah, all right. But you know what? Yeah, just stay where you are. That's fine.
Cool.
In fact, I could do that. I can
Yeah. So
mine.
Buster goes and bites your hand, trying to get at that jerky, but then Lucia manages to pull him away.
I am really sorry. He doesn't normally do this.
It's fine. That's not the first time I've been bitten. I'm used to, taking bumps and such. It's just mostly a superficial wound.
Oh yeah, no, you barely took any harm there.
I'll be okay.
Okay.
This is also very new to me. Maybe it doesn't seem like it, but this is very new to me. Well, the whole being a fish is new to me.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I sup- I'd be lying if I said I had fully gotten used to it by now, but it becomes easier.
Yeah, I'm sure. I don't want to bother you more than I have. I can try to drop by later. Uh, I'll try to avoid Buster or bring a blindfold. Would that work? How do you deal?
I
I'll
can just,
figure it.
I can lock Buster in the house when you come by next.
Yeah, but yeah, don't want to take out your looks at clock 4 a.m. time.
Yeah, I'm quite tired.
All right. Roxia, you have Lucia has assess. Does all right? Yeah, you both have assess. Can you both give me an assess roll, please?
Ooh.
A what roll?
Assess. That is
Oh
52
yes.
for Fabi and 60 for you.
Cool.
60. I rolled the number. Is that?
That is still a pass.
Okay.
51 out of 52, baby.
Also
Hey.
still a pass. Yeah, as you're having this conversation, you hear more people out in the woods. Buster starts low growling, but like not as aggressive as he was at Marisol. Yeah, if you had to guess, it's the soldiers looking at the person who just ran through the fence.
Are they? They're not visible yet, right? They're still
They're
a
not
little far.
visible yet. You right now you can just hear someone moving in the woods.
Okay, so I either have to be going unless you feel like harboring a fugitive. If not, that's totally fine.
Yeah, you might want to get out of here. I don't really want them finding me either.
No, that's fair. I'll stop by tomorrow or later today. I'll knock on the door. Not at 4 a.m., I promise. And I just started making my way out.
Okay, yeah, you make your way out, and in the interest of not having a long fight scene with one player character, you're going to make your way into town.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a small town, and it's absolutely dead right now because it's the middle of the night.
Mm-hmm.
There's not really like
There's not like a Motel 6 somewhere here.
I mean there is, but it's basically been abandoned because you don't really have people coming in and out anymore.
Okay. Oh, is there like a bar?
Um, yeah, there's a
Or like a
bar.
pancake house or something?
Um, yeah, there's
24-hour
definitely
diner?
there's a bar around here. There's not really
Sure.
any 24-hour restaurants though.
Sure, I'll show up at the bar. I'm not familiar with alcohol laws in Canada, But I'm familiar with late night bars, so I'm gonna show up at the bar and see what they say.
Yeah, you go up to the bar, and there is a assorted mix of characters. I'm going to pull up that random animal generator.
Cool.
Yeah, the bar is being tended to by you. That just seems weird. It's like there is a starfish man tending the bar.
Is it really weird? Is it? After today,
Yeah,
is it really
I mean, that's not. That's. I want you to imagine though,
weird? Mm-hmm.
like a starfish, like
Yeah,
anatomy of fine human shape. It's
yeah. I've seen
unusual looking.
SpongeBob.
That
Yeah,
middle stage Animorph.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, it's roughly
Everyone's
that.
familiar.
I mean, is he
And
leaning into it? Is he doing the only green shorts thing, or
I mean, he is only wearing shorts. No, they are not Patrick Green.
Do what's the nipple situation?
Oh, we just lost some
We
videos.
lost nobody.
Yeah, and also Maple.
Maple's right here.
Oh, there's Maple back.
No, that's nobody. Well, nobody's back in my end. Yeah.
I still have nobody, and I just have, and also you're not showing up on OBS. This is all
Huh.
right. We are going for dealing with technical difficulties. All right, we are back. I had that technical difficulty sorted. Now just all of the remaining ones.
I never really died.
All right. So as I was saying, yes, there is a not quite Patrick. He has blue shorts instead of green ones. But yeah, he is basically just going around in swim trunks.
More important, what's the nipple situation?
You don't see any.
Okay, cool. Good. Asked and answered. Sounds good. Yeah,
And
I go. Yeah.
And at the bar there is a snowy owl, a bull person, and a jaguar who are in varying states of drunk.
Cool. I walk up to the bar and take a seat.
Starfish stops and looks at you. Is like, "Oh, you one of the new people who got bussed in? I've never seen you before."
Yeah, I try not to make myself known much. Whole mask and stuff.
I
I'm
feel
not
like that would
familiar
make you
with.
stand out more.
I'm not familiar with Canada laws. You still serving? I got cash.
I mean that we don't like there are the only cops are the military outside, and they don't give a shit what we do in here. We could serve all night. They don't give a shit.
Cool. Yeah, I'll have a pint of whatever Mexican thing you have in there, and if you have none of that, tequila and
Give,
lime juice. Yeah, sounds good.
give me a sec. I think we might
Sprite,
still have
maybe?
something.
Yeah.
It does go in the back and
Nah.
rummages around for a bit, and like it's like okay, we have. I don't really know anything about tequila, but I'm gonna say this is not good tequila.
Yeah, probably not. You know what? Just give me a glass of whatever cold thing you have. It's fine. Beer is fine if you have some.
Yeah. No, they give you some. They give you some. Again, this is cheap. This is cheap beer, but it is like it's okay.
Yeah, it's cheap beer. It's fine.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
sorry,
I kind
we got what we got.
Yeah,
We're starting
and
to
they're
run low on the
just
supplies from they're not letting us bring in that much alcohol at the crossing.
yeah. That's a shame, really.
We
Just
haven't
kinda-
had to start making bathtub brewing yet, but it's a
Well,
matter of time.
Well, I can see what I can do if you're interested. Not bathtub brewing. I might have a way out. Maybe
A
I'll
way
let you
out.
know later.
Huh. Okay.
A route. Let's say
I mean,
I could bring you products and services, and you could help me out. Give me some information. Place to lie low for a bit.
um, yeah,
Uh,
sure.
I, yeah.
There, there is an empty apartment upstairs. The guy who used to live there ended up turning into an elephant and can't live upstairs anymore.
No, that's fair. Yeah. Sounds good. I'll see what I can get you.
All right. What's your name there?
Uh, you can call me Marisol.
Marisol. Yeah, I'm Billy.
Nice to meet you, Billy.
Oh, what are you doing what are you doing wandering out around so late?
Well, it's the whole trade route I mentioned. You know, some people don't like it when you use it.
Yeah, that I suppose that makes sense. You gotta be careful about who you're talking to.
If you can't trust a starfish in a bar, who could you trust these days?
I'm just like it's the. There've been a bunch of people got brought in. Apparently, this whatever this is spreading, and yeah, some of them are. I mean, they're looking to set up their own. They're looking to set up their own game like that in town.
Okay, don't worry. I'll keep an eye out. I'm no slouch. You just this is a valuable service you provide to a community. I'm just here to help out while I'm around.
Yeah. Thanks. And he goes goes out to the back and like tosses you like like a little keychain. The key. It's the uh door on the left upstairs.
Cool. She like takes the beer, grabs her stuff. I'll not in the morning, but I'll see you in a couple hours. It leaves like a couple bills there, enough to
Yeah,
cover the one beer and me crashing for a little bit.
yeah, that's fine. Honestly, probably wouldn't have actually charged anything for the crashing because at this point, that's not really money is not significantly meaningful in Bracton at this point. 6 months cut off from the rest of the world. It's
Sounds good.
but
Well, gotta start alcohol running for the city now. Make sure the car works. Checklist: find the wolf doctor. Make sure the car works. Start running alcohol for this town. Got my priorities check.
all right. Kelvin.
Yo.
You you wake up, you know, from your standing sleeping position pretty early in the next morning. 'Cause I
Mhm.
believe you also took limited sleep, didn't you?
No, but standing sleep does limit you to 6 hours instead of
All
8.
right. Yeah.
So
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, you wake up pretty early. It is what is her name? What's her name? Chandra. Chandra is calling you. It's like, oh, Calvin. Uh,
Morning. I,
we you want to get to the garage right now. You're gonna
uh,
love it. You're gonna love this.
a little early for me to love anything, but sure, I'll head that way. Better be good. I'm just saying.
Oh, trust me, this is worth getting up for. Yeah, I bet you make your
Yeah.
way out to the garage. Yeah, you make your way to the garage, and there's a really nice sport. There's a couple soldiers are there, and there's a what they have towed in a really nice sports car. It's got the pink. It's Marisol's one that was crashed into the tree. It's like it's like just honestly, if you could just get it back and like tell us anything you could find about the anything you got about the owner. We're running registration, but it's Mexican. That means we gotta make a lot of long distance calls, and it's gonna take some time. So anything you can find about whose it is,
Wh-
and also
What?
just if
Where?
you could
What?
fix it.
Why? What even is this? It just
Uh, so-
showed up.
Someone crashed it into a tree just outside the fence, and we think then climbed the fence.
Well, I don't know how to do a thing like that. Eh. Um. Yeah. All right. Uh. Wild. She's a beautiful machine.
Oh yeah, no, this is. Yeah, it's something else. Like, we don't know who would be crazy enough to do that, but
Yeah, I mean the custom paint job and all. You would think you'd try to avoid the crashing thing.
and then running into the place and then running into somewhere that we're trying to kind of stops again, reminding, oh yeah, I'm actually talking to the people who we are imprisoning. I should be nicer about this. So anything you can, honestly, just prepare it. Just for the sake of getting that done, and uh, if you anything you can find about whose it is, we'll happily take that information and just make sure they're okay. Just make sure they're okay. If, like someone running away from a car crash like that.
Well, I mean, not to throw around too much speculation, but if they were running, they're probably okay.
Adrenaline does crazy things.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. I'll let you know if we find anything.
I do not believe you have any actual detective-y type skills.
Not even slightly.
Nope. All right, well, do give me the mechanic roll to fix it.
For sure. Let's see what we got here.
See, it's easy. Car's getting fixed. Just need to go get it. Start running alcohol. Everything's coming up Marisol.
Oh, who knew? All you have to do is crash your car and eventually someone will fix it
I
for
will
you.
fix it, apparently. I don't even have to do it myself.
46. Yeah.
My target number is 60, so...
Yep. You're doing perfectly good on that. You've got that all fixed up nice, and
I think we
I mean,
probably
okay.
don't see a lot of, international motors up here, given
yeah,
the
like
whole
it's not like
small town and...
it's not perfect. You're like improvising some parts, but it's running about as well as it should.
Well, I gotta say, this is, unexpected. But you're right, it was worth getting up for. Thanks, Chandra.
Yeah, I knew this would be. I knew you'd think this was worth it. Just I don't know what we're gonna. I guess we just gotta go park it for now. Honestly, I don't know what they thought we'd find. I don't know what they thought we'd find about the person who owns it. We're not detect. What? We're going to identify it by the engine?
Well, maybe not that, but Like, did they check the glove box for the registration?
Yeah, they did. They said they're running it, but they have to. But because it's Mexican, that's taking time because they have to
Oh,
they have to call down Mexico and get people to and talk to people, and nobody assigned here speaks Spanish.
yeah, fair enough. I guess I assumed it would have a name on. All right. Then yeah, I guess let's put it in the lot and keep the keys in here, and we'll see who comes for it.
Blue, we haven't checked in on you yet today. What have you what have you been doing? What terrible crimes have you
Well,
been posting?
very, very few. I mean, some on the Baki subreddit, but that's like not unusual. But she is actually trying to put in the effort to train and to become very good at finding ways to use her body and apply physical force to hurt others.
Um, all right, we don't actually have any actual things to do combat roles for combat trainings per se. So, um, why is that a skill? What even
This
is
is
that?
definitely a downside to having a character that has very few friends, even if
Yeah.
I can absolutely understand why she'd have very few friends.
Um. Right. So, what kind of exercises do you think you are doing? Like basically just around your apartment with your creepy web apartment.
Well, she's absolutely doing all the exercises that Lenore taught her, or at the very least, like following a bunch of videos, trying to emulate what she is seeing in there. She is admittedly going straight to the fighting part, so she isn't doing nearly enough to build up strength.
Yeah. So
And
you're
she is still counting watching fighting anime as training solely because she is watching it more to learn how to fight and less so for yaoi purposes, but absolutely still for yaoi purposes. I mean, it's Kengan Ashura, look at it.
all right. Oh, also, I'm gonna say you can bump your SHT back up to I'm gonna up to 40.
Cool.
And
But yeah, a lot of
and
what she's doing. Okay,
give me an endurance roll. Your base is 62.
cool. I just realized I forgot my dice tray. Base is 62, and we are rolling. That's a 2.
That is a 2.
Yeah.
All right. Heal another 10 SHT and clear your injury.
Cool.
Everybody knows when you get hurt badly, the best thing to do is immediately start overexerting yourself.
Yeah, and watching anime that heals the soul, and then the soul heals the body. It's obvious, really.
Oh yeah, it's just science,
Yeah.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, if it's good enough for Goku, it's good enough for her.
All right.
Can't believe
Yeah.
she's gonna go Super Saiyan in real life.
She's
I
gonna
mean,
try.
she's not, but only
Don't
because
be raw
Goku and
beans this
Vegeta
reading.
they have fusion, and she wants to see men do that.
Why are you?
It would be scandalous if she were to do that, but she wants to see others do that.
So you are doing that all night because you do not sleep because apparently tarantulas don't sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Learn all sorts of things from what traits this game gives animals. Um. So in the about like 7, 8 a.m. You start getting a text from Lenore. It's like, oh, hey, something happened out by the fence. The soldiers are all on way high alert. Are on way high alert, and they're just like walking out in the streets. Boss wants everyone to the Zellers.
Uh, she texts back, "His wishes are command."
She sends you back a
And she
face
goes to
palm
the Zellers.
emoji. All right, yeah, you go to the Zellers, and yeah, while you're out there walking there, the soldiers are just walking in the streets downtown. They do not usually do this. They usually just stay to the edges, and as long as like no one's trying to leave, they don't care.
Bruga's gonna try to like see if there's any signs, like any soldier chatter or anything like that.
Yeah, that's what do you got for? Yeah, give me
I got Snoop.
I was going to say deduction.
Yeah.
So give me
So
a
that's
68.
70.
All right, well mark that, and you get some information. Apparently, like, oh, there was an attack. There was an attack on the fence. There are like there might be, and like they are really worried that there are like active enemy combatants in the town now.
She tries to grin slightly under her pedipalps.
And you make your way. You make your way to the Zellers turned creepy arena. And yeah, Dr. Young and Lenore and this other guy who hasn't shown up in the game very much, but has been I'm pretty sure he's only shown up once. Silas, he's a little hamster guy, like 3 feet tall.
Yeah.
They're all like,
Your guy's a bad guy.
yeah,
I liked
they have-
him. Oh no. Ah,
They're all
Amnesia arrived.
they're all sitting around the card table. You know, weapons are on the table. They're sitting around. It's like, oh, okay, Dr. Young sighs and is like, oh, someone broke into the Toronto lab yesterday. I got the alarm notification. Well, the main security means were to expose them to the pathogen, and now they should. I don't. That might be them that attacked the fence yesterday, or that could be a coincidence, and they will be apprehended by the authorities in short order and brought here. But either way, someone is too close to finding out stuff they shouldn't, and I want them found and dealt with.
But boss, you were trying to show how perfect we are. Isn't this exactly what we're looking for? Showing that we're powerful. We've been able to intimidate somebody so much that they are trying to get information on you. Why deal with them quietly when we can deal with them loudly? Is what I'm thinking.
Because we don't have the numbers if the military gets involved yet.
We have very little faith in our well-trained organization, Doctor.
He points at the four of you at this card table. It's like, this is our numbers within Bratton. We have yes,
And?
we have our criminal contacts outside, but Silas raises his hand. Is like, "Oh, I'm, I'm, a, I am a small hamster."
Yes, exactly. You're a stealth unit. Doctor, allow us to prove ourselves.
Hey, listen,
I'm so
if you
sorry I
find,
created an anime villain.
if you can find them, uh, deal with them how you see fit.
I will make you proud.
Try not to get your ass kicked again.
Oh, trust me, I will never allow such an embarrassment again. I have been stealing my body. I have been honing my mind. I am but a weapon.
It's been
Some
24
study the
hours.
blade. I shall become the blade. The blade that shall cleave our future clear for us.
Can can she just not get assigned to this? Lenore asks. I only have 3 people. You're all assigned to this.
A weapon so blunt they can only be handled by the hands of a Fujoshi.
Listen. You don't need to be involved with this, Lenore. I can handle this on my own. You and the tasty one can stand back and watch.
The other two go.
Silas like, "Oh, I am incredibly uncomfortable that you said that, and I'm not sure in which way."
I mean, you've clearly thought of. It's only normal for an animal to look at another animal and wonder
Yes,
what
I
it
know
tastes
what your
like.
food ration. I know what your food rations are. I have seen you eat. We have all seen it. It is horrifying.
It's normal for some girls that are spiders.
Yeah, it's normal for spider girls. Now get in my mind. What? Who said that?
All right.
Have you not played the Lord of the Rings video games?
Maple, please give me a street rise roll. Let's see if you can try and find someone who's in the city.
That's 30.
Your target is 63.
Cool.
So yeah, you managed to ask around. You find you talk to like a very hungover snowy owl guy, and he's like, oh yeah, there was some like new fish girl in a mask who showed up at the bar last night. She was talking about like smuggling in booze for Billy.
Billy. Which one of us is that again?
That's the starfish. The guy who owns the guy who runs the bar downtown.
That's his name? Thought it was Rick.
It's called Billy's Tavern.
Yeah. I didn't think it was Billy, though. My gratitude, fellow predator.
Yeah, sure. And goes back to trying to sleep because he is not both nocturnal and hungover.
Cool. Blue is going to adjust her glasses and head over to Billy's, thinking about how good of a criminal she is.
Marisol, what are you doing in the morning?
Well, I only need 4 hours of sleep.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say it's like 9-10 a.m. You've had if you went up and went to sleep at that 4 a.m. You should be good by now.
Yeah, I think I check in with Billy and then I start making the plans for today. Have to go find the wolf doctor. Have to probably to do that. I'm gonna go talk to my new bunny friend.
He's like,
See how she's doing.
why didn't you mention that last night? That the wolf's the doctor. Yeah, that's one of the new guys that got bussed in, Dr. Young.
Oh, okay. You know where I can find him?
I mean, I don't know where he's staying right now, but I know he made. He like whispers this quietly. He turned the old Zellers at the mall into like a fight club.
Ooh, I've done fight clubs before. Cool. Uh, Here's my number. Do you still have cell reception here? Can you call me if you're in trouble?
Yes, yeah, I'll. Here, uh, pulls out his phone, gives it to you to put a number in.
Cool.
Phones only work sometimes around here, but well, if it is, so.
Okay, send me a message if the cops come asking or anyone else, and I will be back after I check in with the wolf doctor.
All right, so the two of you are going down the street, and Blue, you weren't really told what, given much details, but that is definitely a fish person you've never seen before. Walking down the street, and you're going towards that garage, and you pass it, and hey, you recognize that car in the parking lot,
Oh,
Marisol?
hell yeah! I'm gonna go get my car.
Yeah, so you go to that parking lot, and you see a fish person you're looking for, and Kelvin, you are there. Lucia, you're not. You're probably still in the woods at this early in the morning.
Yeah, probably.
We're going to go and boop. And
Blue is going to try to inconspicuously visit her friend Calvin.
give me 1 second to get everyone's tokens in place. 1 for Calvin.
Would we need tokens? Surely nothing's going to happen.
Yeah.
One for Blue. And 1 for Marisol. Oh, right. I need to make sure that the Marisol token can be. How do I do this again?
I can move me. So.
Oh, it is set to all. It is currently set to all players. I want to actually make that so it is just you.
Cool.
Just you and just me can move you. Okay, there we go. So Kelvin, you are over here working on a car. Blue and Marisol, you are in respective opposite ends of the parking lot. All right, so let's go into initiative, and I'm just realizing I probably forgot to link Fabi the cheat sheet too if I didn't link the character sheets.
Probably yes.
All right, so I'm going to just drop that in the Discord too. So start with everyone in the scene. Please roll a d20 plus your perception and speed modifiers.
That is a 20.
It's 18 over here.
Perception and speed just my initiative that shows up in the top right corner?
Yeah,
Or
Oh,
is the...
yeah, it's right there. Sorry, I
That's
forgot.
what I thought.
I forgot that I
Yeah.
calculated that. Yep.
So d20 plus 5. That is 10. Yay.
All right. Sorry. What did you roll? Because you rolled actual dice there.
20.
All right. Surprisingly, you are going first.
Blue is going to try to casually walk up to Calvin, not making it clear that her eyes are pretty much not leading Metasol or Metasol.
I met a lesbian before. It's fine.
I think
Alright,
he's probably just like sitting around outside a car waiting for the oil pan to drain. Since they're doing so many oil changes right now, he's just got the timer on, waiting for it to stop dripping. You know.
Yep. All right. So that's all you're doing. You're just gonna walk up.
Yep.
All right. And yeah, Calvin. Calvin, are you doing anything other than just waiting for this?
Not really. I mean, sort of. Oh, afternoon. Don't see you out around these parts too often. How are you?
No, how you doing? So, was it you who the car? You fixed it up? Going to the sports car?
Oh, well, I mean, we didn't pick it up, but I sure did work on it to try and get her back up to speed, so to speak.
No, looks
I
pretty
take
good.
it she's
Thank you.
yours.
Yep. Had a little bit of an accident coming into town.
Yeah, I did hear that. Everything go okay at the checkpoint? I mean, that seems like you took a nasty hit.
Yeah, you know, I've taken nastier.
Huh. Fair enough. Well, yeah, I mean, we've got your keys inside. Of course, we didn't want anybody to just walk up. But honestly, like, with the whole theming thing, like, you know, it's hard to... When the car matches your mask, it's hard to say it's not yours. You know
I
what I
have
mean?
a spare. Keep those in case you need them. I have some on me.
Oh,
I might drop off the car here later if that's okay. Depends how things go.
well, I suppose if you're comfortable with that. I mean, we don't
Yeah,
normally keep keys
no.
when we give the cars back
You're
to customers.
fine. I mean, if you want, if it's not too much to bother, but you can keep it here in case you need it. If you
No, it's
need
not
to
a
use it.
bother. Just folks usually like to have their property back, as all.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, fair enough. Oh, sorry. I'm Nope. Force a habit. I'm Calvin. Calvin Bosch. Pleasure to make your
Hi,
acquaintance.
Kelvin. Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Marisol.
You know, I was going to ask if you were on the bus the other day, but I guess not if you brought a car in. That seems, yeah.
What's wrong? I have to step away for 1 second. Just keep our peeing.
Yeah, either way. I suppose it's nice in some ways to see a new face. I'm sorry you wound up stuck here. I know a lot of folks are probably unhappy about that, but,
You know, I think I can make the best out of it. I was looking for someone. I'm on my way to, this thing. The Cellars, I believe it's called.
oh, yeah, over at the mall.
Yeah. See if I
I'm,
can find an old friend of mine there.
Yeah, I'm actually supposed to head over there this afternoon to do some more electrical work, so...
Do you want to ride, or you got your own way there?
I mean, if you're willing to wait the 15 minutes that I need to finish
no,
this
you're
up,
good.
sure.
I'm in a rush. Take your time.
Well, that would be a pleasure.
Yeah. Who's your friend out here?
Oh, terribly sorry. Very rude of me. Blue?
My name is Blue.
Hey, Blue.
You mentioned going to the Zellers?
Yeah.
That's quite a coincidence. I was actually heading there later today.
Cool. We can come back. You can drive with us if you want. It is a two-seater, so we're gonna have to make space in there. But
No, it's all right. I got wings. I can go.
yeah.
It's okay, I can fit into most spaces with ease.
She's trying to analyze if that's flirting or spider talk. Okay. Yeah. Well, but despite being a sports car, there's plenty of space here, especially if Calvin is flying.
Yeah,
I
I guess for like flavor perspective, Kelvin is like 8 feet tall, so it would be difficult to fit him in a sports car anyway.
Do we have a way to mute?
I don't think we do. They're the director, so
So while Calvin's finishing the car, I'm sorry to overhear you're new in town.
Yep.
That's interesting. We don't normally get that whenever it's not bust in. How did you make your entrance?
Painfully so, but I'm okay.
What brought you to our little corner of the building?
Looking for a friend, an acquaintance, following a trail.
well, I mean, to be fair, even the buses are new. Those didn't start until a couple days ago, or sorry, last week.
Okay.
I don't know, seems like
Could
stuff
you-
is getting out of control out there.
Maybe I can help you find your friend.
Mm-hmm.
What are they like?
A wolf.
A wolf, you say?
Yeah. You know any wolves? Blue?
I think I know a guy.
Yeah. You should introduce us. See, maybe it's my friend.
I think that would be a good idea.
Sounds good.
How long have you known this person?
No, weeks or so. We haven't seen each other in a bit, though. Went to visit them back up Toronto. They were gone, so had to go find them all the way up here.
Shoot, they could have sent him to you.
So what?
So that's very funny.
Yeah. How so?
Just that you know somebody that's all going to be at the place that we're all going to.
Yeah. It's universe seems to line up like that sometimes. The threads of fate all interwoven, making a net that we're all traveling against.
Oh, I do gotta say, the doc's done a lot of good work for this town, but
Mhm.
since you're gonna be talking to the wolf guy who's at the place we're all going to, maybe just keep an eye out. He seems to be have a little bit of a nasty streak. I mean,
Oh no.
Blue can tell you about that. He just kind of, well, you experienced violence the other day. You can tell her what it was
Mhm.
like.
He helped me find myself. I don't know what you're talking about. I found myself through combat.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you fight?
Yes,
Yeah. What do you practice?
whatever works.
Oh, kind of like MMA-ish.
I guess.
Well, I mean, Calvin, we got like what, 15? 10?
Oh, not even by this point. We're almost done. I just need to refill her.
Okay, never mind. I was gonna say if you wanted to, like, I've done some MMA, some jiu-jitsu. We could have like, grappled a little bit, but maybe next time.
Maybe.
Oh, hey to her. I mean, I don't know if grappling in the parking lot's the best of ideas. We don't got
Oh,
mats
I've
or
done
anything.
worse.
Yeah?
Yeah. Hardcore matches get weird sometimes. Did one in the mall, funny enough. Did one in the lake, funny enough, for different reasons. I did one in a junkyard that was kind of very unsafe. Lots of things to get caught in. Not recommended.
That's tragic. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
that's good you didn't get hurt.
I mean, I did, but I got better. It's fine. I'm used to getting hurt. Little pain, that's fine. Little bruise or soreness.
Oh, that's exciting.
Oh, is it now?
I've learned this just recently, and I am eager to find more about myself this way.
You
Darcy,
are
you keep saying that.
very interesting.
That's very nice of you to say.
Yeah.
Most people just call me a creep.
No, I met creeps. You're different. You,
Thank you. Uh,
So you definitely know, Flu. You definitely know by now that Marisol's the person that
oh
you
yeah.
have to deal with.
Like
Yeah,
now
we're
that
all
you're back,
gonna go-
I do want to confirm that she texted Dr. Young.
Okay, you must have done that when I stepped away. Okay. So yeah, you're gonna go up to the Zellers then, I guess.
Yeah, we're all taking a road trip to meet my good friend, the Wolf Doctor.
All right. Go back to
Blue's driving shotgun on my sports car that I have now had back, and Calvin is on the hood in the back, flying next to us, one or the other,
I
holding
think
on.
I'm just gonna have to meet you there.
You could just like,
I mean, don't get me wrong. There is a time when he would love to do that, but right now he doesn't have any roller skates for goose feet.
you know what? That's fair. The goose is not yet loose, so
Not yet. He's working on it. He made ice skates last week.
that's pretty good.
That's true.
But yeah, we're all going to the cellars. We're all going to meet the wizard. We're all going to meet the Wolf Doctor, the wonderful, wonderful Wolf Doctor.
And here we are at the creepy arena that formerly was a Zellers. Dr. Young is oh, I forgot to put a Marisol in there. Because you weren't already in that scene last time. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
And paste. Dr. Dr. Young stands up from the little table as you come in. Is like all Blue, Kelvin, who is this?
You don't recognize your work, Doctor? She like shows the girls.
Oh, his eyes narrow. It's like, oh, you're from the Toronto lab.
Yeah, I went to look for you. You weren't there. Then this happened. I assume if you had a way to do this, you have a way to undo it.
Oh, there is no undoing it. Once, as far to the best of our knowledge, yet once the DNA is rewritten, it can't be returned to the original state.
But you did do this to me and yourself.
I mean, you've got me. Yes, I did do it. In my defense, you were snooping in my. If for that to have happened, you had to have been snooping in my laboratory.
I was looking into the family. I'm sure you're aware.
So,
Sorry to interrupt, but I'm full of questions right now. Can I get some confirmation here, Doc? You did this?
I mean, I did not do this. I did not do this to you. What happened to you was a phenomenon that I was studying, and after it happened, I managed to replicate figure out how to replicate the results.
And then you wolf feed yourself up and made me a rainbow trout?
Well, the animal is determined by your own genetics.
Huh.
How exactly that is determined we've yet to figure that out. But
Boss, you're so amazing.
That's one word for it.
Apologies for the double cross.
Double cross? What?
Calvin, you might want to leave.
I'm very confused. What's happening here?
Oh, I think our friend Blue here thinks she might have the upper hand on me, which is very sweet of her.
I mean,
But
I do have quite a number of hands.
yeah, more
It should be
more of
noted-
them to twist and put behind your back. So don't be too eager.
should be
Should be
noted that
noted
most
one of
of
them's
those
still
hands don't-
humanoid.
Yeah, one of those hands it actually still looks completely human, and the other 5 hands are just kind of vestigial little spider arms that don't do anything.
No, cute.
Now, I might not know what's going on here, but Bluey, you just had the crap beat out of you by a professional fighter like yesterday. Do you really want to do that again immediately?
Yes, of course. I need to prove myself.
I mean, I can do that, but we can also do it on our own time. Why was I looking for Dr. Wolf here? I know it's
just
a connection
because
with the family. Yeah.
Just because you are like a superhero and he is
Yeah.
a mad scientist supervillain.
Okay, was I looking for something in particular, some information? Now that I have him right here, is there something I want from him?
Not overly specifically. You just mostly wanted to try and take down the family. I don't have any like specific information you would get. I didn't expect you to just walk up for like people to just walk you up.
Kinda
To
easy.
them.
No, it's fine. I feel like this city has their own problems that need to be taken care of. So, well, Doc, you brought me into this now, so guess this is it.
You're joining the family.
No, I'm not. I guess you would call me your enemy, but as long as you're not hurting innocent people, you're fine. Someone needs to protect them. It seems the government, the cops, are not going to do that, so
They're
it lays
doing
on
their
me.
best. I mean, the cops aren't. They left, but they
Yeah.
bring us food and all.
Oh, honey. Tell me what your favorite food is. I'll bring you some.
I mean, these days it's pretty much just duckweed. I can't stomach much else.
Okay. Well, I'll find you some good one, I guess.
Actually, that reminds me. You came in last night, right? We should probably
Mhm.
talk to the checkpoint so we can get you on the food ration system.
No, don't worry. I'll be fine. I'll make my own.
I mean, it's too early to find food among us.
Oh, not like
Blue's-
that. Okay, I'm not saying you're a creep. You're leaning into it a lot.
Sometimes people just look delicious. And
Yeah, but like you learn to control yourself. We're still a society, even if an animal society, a human animal society, a furry society.
Silas way off on the other side of the room, just kind of minding his own business. Is like, "Oh, thank you, someone for saying it."
You're welcome. Stand your ground. If someone looks at you like that, you say, "No, I am not food. I am a person."
Sorry, Silas.
Anyway, I'm gonna go now. Probably gonna knock another fence on my way out and come back with some supplies to make sure that the people here are being taken care of.
So we're not taking care of you now? Blue looks at her humanoid hand.
Dr. Young just kind of shrugs. I mean, if you're not going to cause trouble about this, I suppose there's no reason to deal with her like that. No. Um.
I mean, as far as I can tell, and
Yes.
please feel free to correct me. You are all trapped in here as well. You did
Yes.
not start this, despite the other things, but you're in here. You're stuck in here. The soldiers are around you all. There seems to be some supply issues. I don't know. I feel like of all the problems, you currently aren't the biggest one. But if I'm wrong, please let me know.
Um. So
Like
how?
if I beat you up, what they would even accomplish? Can't take you to the cops. They put you here.
You'd be showing the might of animal kind.
By beating another animal? Person?
Yeah, that.
Furry? Do we have a term for
Yeah,
us?
that's why the boss had the bunny woman beat me up.
I mean, we had the bunny woman beat you up because we were having a. I had Lucia beat you up because that was, we were providing entertainment for for the town.
Yes, and it showed that even a smaller animal or lower on the food chain could win in a fight with.
Oh, you know Sophia? Oh, yeah, that's nice. I ran into her. It's pretty nice.
Yes, she. I've met Lucia.
Uh, Dr. Youngdo does look at you. He's like, oh, well, if you want to be part of bringing stuff in, there is another way as opposed to trying to ram your car through the fence repeatedly
Yeah?
that you're
How so?
rather well suited for. Um, they do have boat patrols periodically, but they're basically if someone's going under the water
Hmm.
and you seem well. No, you seem well suited for that now.
Yeah, but then how do I get to where I need to go without my car?
I mean, you will be taking. I guess you have to take in smaller loads, so we could get you like waterproof bags.
Get that, but I think I'm gonna do one more trip with the car, and then I'll get like something to cover it up, leave it out, and then sneak in through the water.
Um. All right. Just Blue. Just help her with the fence. Make sure she just make sure she's not bringing any more heat down on her, and you know cut the fence. Don't just run the car through it.
Yes, doctor.
Sure.
I obey.
Sure.
I know we're never going to see eye to the two of us are never going to see eye to eye, but as long as you are willing to work together, I don't see any harm in it. This is well, I'm trying not to sound as zealous as Blue. I do believe that this is the potential that this is the start of something big in what has happened in this town, and is going to spread. And I think that those who have been afflicted with it should stay, even those who had it more intentionally.
Well, I don't quite agree with you, but I don't see a better option right now. So yeah, Blue, show me a good place to cut the fence, and I promise I'll put you like in a multiple arm lock, like really, really push it in so you can actually feel the pain before I head out.
She's just kind of stunned.
Yeah, I think I take that moment to like go in, grab her arms, bend them backwards, put her in a chicken wing, and not push it too hard, but push it enough she feels it a little. And I can roll for that if you would like me to.
You know what? Yeah, if you want to actually deal possibly
A
do the
little
damage.
bit of damage, yeah.
I think you should almost be rolling for trying not to hurt her. Just like given the circumstance.
Yeah, well, you want to hurt her a little bit. So in wrestling, when you put a hold, some holds are completely fake, but some holds are real.
True.
And you just need to learn how much pressure to put. So you put a little bit more pressure. Not
Right.
enough to actually break anything, but to sting.
All right, so give me a strength plus prowess, a strength plus prowess, d20. So your
Looking at my
strength modifier is that's
One.
Maples.
Prowess is 2.
All right, so yeah, so that's wait.
D20 plus 3.
Your strength modifier is 5 and your prowess is 4.
Oh, I'm looking at the style bonuses. Yep. So D20 plus 9. Mm-hmm. 24.
All right. What is your defense there?
14.
Yeah. You are grabbed and All right. Give me a. All right. I'm gonna say you're not like trying to seriously hurt her, just like
No,
make her
I'm
feel
not.
pain. All right. So
Yeah.
you're just gonna deal glancing damage. So yeah, you're just going to take 2 superficial harm, which that'll be healed in like an hour. So I'm not even going to make you actually mark it.
Don't struggle. Don't struggle. You're just gonna make yourself hurt more. There you go.
Can you teach me this?
Yeah. When I come back, we can do. There must be a ring somewhere in town. If not, like a gym.
Oh, there are
Oh,
so many like gyms boxing gyms and dojos downtown. You
Okay. Yeah. No. We can. I can teach you. I can teach you what I know. Probably less
Nice.
of the flippy stuff. You have the arms. You just need to learn how to use them.
huh.
I'm gonna say also when you're graphing her like this, you do notice that the one human looking arm, that's metal.
Ooh, this is really good.
I swear it wasn't intentional.
No, it's good. It's a good gimmick. You're gonna be like, the metal arm. Spider with the metal arm. It's a good
Yeah.
name.
Yeah, definitely
we're all doing
definitely no
fancy here.
resemblances to any webcomic characters.
No, what's a webcomic?
Exactly.
I think she finally lets you go.
I am so glad that we are on the same page here.
Yeah. Now get in the car. Let me know if you need anything special from the outside. If not, I know some alcohol I need to bring in. Hey, and don't harass the bartender. He is under my protection, and I'll be very sad if anyone makes any trouble for him.
William,
Yeah.
we shall keep him safe.
Okay. Just keep an eye out until I'm back.
Can do. And if I think I still have an order or two at a bookstore a few towns over.
Yeah, just write it down. I'll pick it up.
If you can ignore everything on the cover,
I'll read them front to back. But yeah, no, you're good. She winks at you.
it's art. It's okay.
Yeah, I love art. Big fan of art. Some say what I do is art. I also say that, but you know.
It clearly takes skill.
Mm-hmm. It takes more skill to make sure no one gets hurt, but you know, I figured.
You fight to not hurt somebody.
You fight to entertain, to make it look like it hurts, and it doesn't. And the only way to do that is to know how it actually hurts. Though I have fought to hurt people before.
I only know the latter. Mostly the hurting part.
There's still time. Listen, if you can take pain, that'll take you far.
Thank you.
I think she
Yeah.
I think she points to the back to where the car is and like, Calvin, do you need a ride? You good?
I think if y'all are leaving the Skeezy underground fight ring, he's gonna follow you for a while until there's a lull in conversation, and then he's just gonna sort of, Blue, have I been doing crimes this whole time?
Yeah, you have been. But also I think you've been doing soldier crimes, so like you're, you know.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm a pilot, not a
Listen,
soldier, but
they are keeping people prisoner here.
well, sure, because
you got.
if it spreads, it's already spreading. So how much worse?
Yeah, it already hit me. So what's the point anymore?
Yeah, and that's spread intentionally. Like, we are being holed up here. I just do well in tight spaces.
Once again, is that figure out that later.
Literally impossible to tell if what she's saying is innuendo or just being a spider.
She literally doesn't have any furniture.
Right,
Just
I think
because he said that he spread that to you deliberately, so it wasn't naturally occurring. So it's not spreading out there right now unless people do it. So we have to keep people secure so it doesn't keep spreading. You see what I'm saying? Because he's in here now, so he can't.
No, that's the thing that you can just do. Like, he's in here, but he did it out there, so other people have that information. Soon enough, we shall be numerous, and the government shall no longer be holding us back.
I don't know about that, but
Then a new age shall begin.
once again, don't know so much about that, but it does signify some sort of change is coming. You can put the genie back in the bottle unless you find out how. And I don't know if there's a lot of want to figure out how. We just
They're working on it. They've been.
Yeah. I don't know. That's too high above my pay grade. At this point, I just want to make sure that the people who are affected here, if I can help them. And if that is smuggling alcohol and what I assume is pornographic books, then so be it.
Fanhua.
I'm not judging. I'm still getting you your porno mags.
Calvin, this would definitely be a time when it would probably occur to you. It's like, oh, hey, those car parts we couldn't get.
Well, I don't know.
Like whether you bring it up at this point, because you might be uncomfortable with the crime, but it isn't. It's probably a thing you thought of.
Listen, I'm gonna pay for the things. I'm not stealing them.
Paying for things. Blue, the other night when you were in the fight ring, did you get a payout on that?
No, it's just part of the job.
Blue, you have to ask for your money up front.
Dr. Young said that it was supposed to be Calvin in there, and then Calvin said no, so I had to do it.
Yeah,
Wait,
no, but like
no,
you don't fight
hold on.
unless you get paid. You get it in writing if it's gonna be a bigger purse if you win or whatever, but you get a guaranteed.
It's okay, it's okay. I live to serve.
Yeah, no, you won't live to serve much longer if you're not earning anything for your work. What good are you if you're too hurt or dead? How many books are you gonna read if you're dead?
I assume by that point, I won't really care. I just need to prove that I'm strong.
But why?
Because nothing I've done has ever been good enough. I found purpose here. And as a result, I need to prove that I am the best at something.
There's more to life than purpose. There's joy.
No, honestly, I'm kind of with you here. If there's purpose in the ring, maybe I should.
Jesus Christ. Oh God. Do not get in the ring until I'll train both of you. Do not get in the ring until I'm back. We
I think we're good to cut the scene here, and we will
we'll get Lucia in here.
take a short break.
Good luck at practice!
Bye.
And we are back. Fabi had to leave to go to actual to leave our pretend wrestling to go to our actual wrestling training. So we are. So you helped manage to go out find a back road so that she could actually like leave on the fence and not have to go off road and deal with trees and such. And you get Marisol out there to go and get stuff. We're gonna go back to Lucia. We haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah.
What does a day when you don't have any kind of like fight stuff going on for you look like out in the woods?
Tending to my little patch of crops. She probably grows, the essentials. Like, she got some lettuce. Maybe maybe she'll harvest some berries from the woods, for dessert.
Do you
gotta-
grow
gotta-
carrots despite the fact that they actually aren't all that good for rabbits?
Well, yeah, that's why it's dessert.
All right.
It's not like she probably spends a lot of the day. Like, she probably still spends a decent amount of the day like training and holding her body and mind.
You know what? We haven't really had much purpose for it, and I'm not 100% sure why it's a full skill on its own. You want to give me a meditation, Jack?
Yeah, sure. I'll roll a meditation check. It's
76.
36. 86.
All right. Yeah, you're I mean, I guess mark it. I guess.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're trying to focus and meditate, but you just can't get there. And you have a knock on your shack door, and Buster starts barking because there's someone there. But honestly, this is the most you have ever been disturbed since moving out here.
Yeah.
These last couple days.
Yeah, she gets up and checks the door.
There are two soldiers standing out there.
Fellow officers, what seems to be the issue?
Right, where somebody hopped the fence into the enclosed area, and we're just trying to find them to make sure that then they can be safely escorted out before they get exposed to anything in here, or possibly hurt. We're just trying to keep everyone safe.
I'm afraid I didn't see anything.
All right. You with hesitant. You do know you're not supposed to be that all residents are supposed to stay within the town limits proper.
What are you gonna do?
How how long have you been living out here, ma'am?
You know, doesn't really matter, does it? You're gonna drag me back? Where are you gonna put me?
Um. All right, would you say that is more of a berate or an authority role?
Um, for the sake of it being my higher role, I'm gonna say authority.
All right, then make the authority roll.
14. I know, sorry, 4. I looked at the dice wrong.
4. Oh yeah, no,
Ooh.
that is very far under that 82. Yeah, you intimidate these guys enough. It's like, it's for your own safety. It's like, you like gestures towards your dog. Is like, you know what else other kind of things are out here in the woods.
I can take care of myself and Buster quite easily.
All right, man. Just remember, if you see anyone unfamiliar in the woods, you should direct them back towards the checkpoint, so get to keep them safe.
No promises.
And they go and head off. Kelvin, you just had a very, very complicated conversation.
Yeah. Learning a
What
lot of things very quickly.
what are you doing with this information now?
Well, I think he was supposed to be maybe wiring up some more stores today.
Yeah.
Just, because that's what he's been doing. I don't know if you could, practically speaking, he hasn't been like doing the crimes, right? He's just been wiring up these
Yeah,
these
like you've
unused
been
stores
out.
to be used as residences.
Yeah, like really at worst, you've been like doing like handiwork for people who are doing crimes, but you yourself
Right,
haven't really
exactly.
been doing anything.
He's at best an accessory, and yet that is
Yeah.
still too much for him. um, Honestly, yeah, I think he's just gonna take off. Is there? You mentioned we were on the water. Is there part of the lake that we're allowed to use at all?
I yeah. So like I haven't really brought this up. At some point, if you ever want to off screen, Google Maps Owen Sound, Ontario, because that is basically the city. That is basically what I'm using as my layout for Bratton.
Mm.
Good
That's
to
where I
know.
live. Anyways, yeah, there is like downtown. There is the the city is kind of used to be two separate towns 200 years ago, but as they both grew, it basically became ridiculous for them to be two separate things. So they're now one and divided between the east and west side. And there's like the uh the bay in the middle. and you could like get on that. You could get on the bay, and you can't. You're not allowed to like go float into the lake proper, but you could like go out on it.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, then that being the case, I think he's just gonna go float around in the bay for a little while. Um, it's not comfortable. He doesn't like doing it, but it's a place to be that isn't here right now. And, I think maybe while he's out there floating, he's actually going to try to call his parents, see if they're picking up. It's been a while.
Um, yeah. What were your parents? What were your parents' names again?
I have them written down as Hardin and Maria Bosch.
All right. Then yeah, your mom, Maria, is going to pick up the phone. Like, Kelvin, hello. It's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, just a touch. I'm sorry, a lot's going on over here.
Yeah. We've heard there's been communication issues with their. How have you been doing?
Um, well, figured out how to preen myself, so that's new and different.
Oh, yeah, that's good, I suppose.
Apparently, this is a thing you have to do when you have feathers. It's,
Yeah, I'd
sorry,
imagine
not
so.
to
Yeah.
stick on that, but, it's kind of a large part of my life right now. I don't know. I guess I was just. How are you doing? I know you kind of got pushed out. How are you and Dad?
Oh, well, we're doing well. All things considered, we've we've got an apart got an apartment. It's like much smaller than the old house, but is all right. And we've been like just buying our time. How have you've been keeping busy in there?
Doing my best to. It seems like there's always something that needs doing.
Yeah,
Um,
no.
and you know how it is. It's a million jobs and only 100 tools, right?
Of course, yeah. Um, kind of a fairly long awkward silence, and she
Oh,
eventually
absolutely.
eventually brings up is like, "I'll have you heard anything? I remember when we were first being taken out, and they were taking samples of everyone with your condition that they were looking to cure it. Have you heard anything from that? It hasn't been in the news in a long time."
Not so far. I was kind of hoping it had been on the news, honestly. I mean, we haven't heard anything, so it's like TV signals don't do super well in here, so if anybody knew, I think it might be you. But
No,
I suppose that's not super encouraging, gotta be honest.
no, no, it's really not. Oh,
I guess it makes sense they wouldn't still be talking about it. I mean, there's only so many ways you can say this town is weird, huh?
yeah, I suppose that's true. Um, um, I hope I am praying for you and everyone else in there this could be resolved. That it doesn't have to stay like this.
Well, thank you, Mom. I guess, I don't know. I'm starting to get a little nervous, if I'm honest. Supplies are still coming in, but it seems like there's less every time, so I don't know what happens when that runs out. So do our best, I guess.
Yeah. Well,
Mom, have you ever done any crimes?
she kind of like just a little bit of stunned silence. I mean, like get like you could tell she's like putting her hand over the phone and whispering into it like that actually does any like that actually would make any meaningful difference, but it's the thing old people do all the time. It's like, oh well, when I was young, I did smoke marijuana, and it was well before that was legal.
Okay. Okay. That makes sense. And was
Well,
that just for, like, because you wanted to, or...
I mean, I don't really remember. I was a teenager. Um, what's this about, Calvin?
Well, I don't know. Things are, like I say, are getting rougher out here, and I guess I'm starting to wonder where the lines are. I mean, if folks get help, that's a good thing, right? But yeah, it's not like there's exactly grocery stores out here anymore, you know? So, I don't know. Just musing, I guess.
Well, just be careful. I'm sure the government is doing everything they can.
Oh, I know they are. They do take care of us the best they can do. I'm sorry, I couldn't say that without breaking character.
Your accent slipped. It got a lot more Minnesotan there at the end too.
Listen, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't even know if I'm doing the same voice week to week. I'm struggling over here.
Aw.
You're
You're doing great.
you're doing great, Nobody. All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, honestly, the call continues awkwardly like that for a while. She puts on your dad, and it's same kind of thing, but even more terse and like a lot more monosyllabic.
Oh yeah. Calvin and his dad basically do not talk. It's fully like sitting in silence on the phone for 10 minutes and then, well, that was a good talk. Thanks for.
Yeah.
They don't dislike each other. They just got nothing to say, you know.
Yeah, of course. So, yeah. With the call over, you just kind of left to your own devices again.
Yeah, I think he's just gonna float around for a while. Maybe
Yeah.
experiment with paddling with those big old goose feet.
Yeah, you can little puddle around the water a little bit. Not quite desperate enough to try the whole flipping upside down and eating the little krill under the water.
No, definitely not. I would get his jersey all wet.
And we're
Just pretending to be at one of those swan boats for anybody too far away to realize what's.
all right, Blue. You have got Marisol and her car back out onto the road. What are you doing after that?
Uh, Thinking a lot about the fact that, like, I do think that was one of the first times somebody was, like, relatively nice behind Calvin.
Yeah, Marisol was
So
surprisingly nice to you.
And even then, like, Calvin
Even when
is
she knew that you were kind of sent to
trusting.
kill her.
Yeah. And Calvin is trusting Lou to an extent, despite being even less aware of his involvement with criminal activities and or unjust activities than she had even thought. So she kind of sits back for a while and thinks about like reaching out to Calvin before she genuinely tries to like text.
What are you saying?
You are my friend, thank you. And then she like puts her phone down.
Uh, hmm. I think it takes a while to get a response. He's just so in his head about this whole thing. He doesn't know what to do, what to say, but eventually you will get a text back that says, "Thank you for that. Thank you for being my friend. I still don't know about all of this, but I appreciate that you're there for me."
I am here for you and can make it easier. Thank you for calling me friend.
I
Oh,
think there's a bunch of different, like, you see the typing bubbles come up and then go away, and then they come up and then go away, and this goes on for like at least 5-10 minutes, and
I have
then
failed.
it's just a response that's like, "I don't know how to talk about today on the phone. Is there an app for that?" Question mark, and then the burglar emote.
Yes, I can find you. And then she leaves to go find Calvin. Would she know where you live?
I mean, I don't think he makes any big secret of it. You have to be able to find him if you need him to fix something. So yeah, he's just at his parents' old place.
yeah, I'm gonna be.
Yeah, like she'll just say, I will find you, and then and however long it takes her to get there, she will be at the house. You hear a knock on the window.
Yeah, yeah. Um, I think Calvin is still, despite having the house to himself now, he's still staying in his childhood bedroom. So it's like, the twin bed, the posters of airplanes all over the walls, a couple of models maybe, not a lot of models. He doesn't have the patience to build models. And yeah, he'll make sure. He didn't expect you to come in through the window, but as soon as he hears you up there,
Okay, I'll,
So
you can't really climb in windows in Canada because those are like screened. The screens don't open. So you could take it out the screen, I guess, but that's like a whole procedure.
alright, then she'll go down to the door, clearly not having thought it through.
big thumbs up, and then he'll meet you at the door a moment later.
She's quiet until the door closes. And then is your phone visible?
uh, mate, probably, sure.
She will try to take your cell phone and put it in a microwave.
uh, hmm, hmm. I think he's going to go along with this as long as you don't start reaching for any buttons.
She then puts her phone in and closes it. So you want to be a villain?
um, is that what happens today?
Well, I mean, the family is kind of not seen as a moral good in the eyes of the public.
Oh, okay. I mean, the other day we were talking about the family after the whole fight thing. I thought they were like literally your family.
Oh no, they hate me.
So
I was never good enough for
I
them.
mean, that's not that different from a literal family. Anyway,
No, crime family. They took me in when my family didn't and found a use for me because I'm really good with computers.
I don't remember if we established this. Are you originally from Bratton, or did the family just kind of put you here?
The family kind of put me here. I'm gonna say Blue is not even Canadian. Blue was sent here from the US,
Okay.
giving me an easy out for any time I don't know something Canadian.
Fair.
She came from a fairly wealthy family from, like, say, let's say Reno, Nevada, or around there.
Oh, winters have just been awful for you.
Yeah, especially now that I'm an ectotherm, but I digress.
I mean that doesn't help, but
She is never prepared for the winter. You do not know how she's still alive. In fact, if she wasn't here for like crime reasons, they probably would have left her to die.
on the other hand, like you actually can wear hoodies now and not die.
Yeah, they are a fair chunk of her wardrobe. So,
how many fans has she installed? Because I gotta be honest, moving to Canada and there was just no air conditioning in any building. I had to put in so many fans. I don't care
she
that
probably
it's not
did that
hot there. I
too,
need the
but-
cold.
yeah.
Listen, it wasn't until the last 20 years that was like actually meaningfully necessary. But that's not ominous at all.
Oh no. The planet. Haha.
Yay, planets.
So, yeah, my family doesn't like to think about me much. They had high hopes.
It's, that's kind of true over here too. Although I suppose on this end, it's because they don't like to think about the fact that I'm a goose now. So
You don't deserve that.
well, that's kind of how it is in town these days.
But you're so goosey.
It's true, I am.
Do they not see the benefit to your goosening?
Have an interesting way with words. I will say that.
I mean, I am versed in all matters most foul.
God.
Yeah, no, it's like I kind of had a career from the time I was 17, and now I don't anymore. And on top of that, I'm a big freaky bird person, which they have difficulty with. So yeah, no, that's you know,
I have difficulty seeing how they could see umbrage with that.
um, hmm. I'm gonna. I'm sorry, this is bad audio for the sake of our show,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna go ahead and post an image in the chat because I do have to remind folks what Calvin's mouth looks like whenever he talks.
Yeah, you just posted a picture of the terrifying close-up of a goose's mouth with the terrifying tongue teeth.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but for what it's worth, Blue does have pedipalps.
True enough.
Julian K, in the unlikely event that you are listening, why does the Canadian goose not have does not have beak and peck?
uh, yeah, that's a character abilities. I cannot buy the goose ability or the beak ability for some reason. um, but yeah, so no, I mean, villainy, like actual villainy.
Yeah, just smuggling, drug running sometimes, violence. I mostly move numbers around.
Okay, well that's respectable at least. That's important. You got to keep a close eye on your finances. Um,
Yeah, I mean, there is some blackmail involved, but they say I'm really good at it, so I like to do it.
well, that's good. I mean, it's good to take pride in your skills. Oh boy. I
Is there anybody
have
you
to
need me to
admit,
look into?
um, um, uh, no, I'm good. Thank you for the
No
offer.
enemies?
No, no, not a one. I mean, I really thought I was gonna mess up your boss the other day, but apparently that would be a bad thing, so.
I mean, it's all good. He's okay to do that. I'm good at my job, and that's what counts.
I feel like you deserve to be treated better, but if you say so.
I will get there when I've earned the boss's respect.
Well, see, that's it. That right there. The whole earning thing. Like, that's not how things are supposed to work.
Why not? You just said you were a business one.
Sorry?
You
Didn't
just
catch
said you
that.
were like a very career-oriented goose.
Well, okay, sure, but my career is hitting Mach 7 and seeing if the new compass knocks me out of the sky. Or was, I guess.
Yeah, but you were doing it to serve the military-industrial complex. Even I couldn't handle that.
Uh, um.
Call down.
Like, yeah, sure. Like I'm aware that my actions have probably assisted in a hit or two, but like, not Raytheon levels.
No, I mean, I don't do anything for them. That's. Okay, probably. They don't tell me who makes the stuff.
I mean, it's a lot of different people, so it can surprise you who they are. Like mason jars, they make a lot of them. Fisher Price.
Well, that doesn't sound right. I have to
I
look into
mean,
that.
there's illegal treachery and there's legal treachery. I made my pick.
Hmm. Well,
Side note, that is not a joke.
yeah, uh huh. Um, I admit I'm not still super comfortable with the whole crime thing, but that's not really what matters to me. So, I guess I was thinking, and kind of the reason I asked you if you got paid earlier, but one of the soldiers out at the guard post did me a real solid the other day, and I could use a lot of money to pay him back. And I was thinking maybe if I did do in the ring, then I could get part of the winnings. But you said you didn't get paid, so who knows?
I mean, I
You
got money
definitely
back from like.
you would
Okay.
definitely know, like, basically, like, the reason why you didn't get paid anything extra was because you already they already pay you to do jobs. This
Yeah,
is just more job, and like if he were to come do this, like, yeah, they'd probably pay him.
yeah, they would. I was just trying to make up a pay deficit because Dr. Young was supposed to be like. I was supposed to like house him, and I said no, and then another one of us took him in, and I've been having to pay back my salary. They give me a flat rate, and then I do whatever they tell me to do. It's salaried. It's just like a regular job, right?
Ah, I would not have guessed that, I have to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, sure, the expectations change, and you work weird hours, and you kind of just have to do whatever they do. And I guess even the original system's kind of messed up now that I think about it, because they can just keep putting more stuff onto you.
Well, yeah, I
But
mean,
it's salaried.
it's not great for some folks.
Some people probably even have benefits if they ask.
Yeah, you know, I mean, military personnel, I did kind of do that, but it's like, you're not wrong. I didn't get paid more if a plane fell out of the sky.
Yeah, but you had to prove that it didn't work. I had to prove that the mutations did. Side note, I did not know that Dr. Young was part of it, but
Well,
like
you had to.
him forcing me to fight really opened my eyes.
Sorry, they did this to you on purpose too?
No, they did this to me on purpose. So then she like bends the hand back and there's a gun.
Oh, I'm learning all sorts of things I'm uncomfortable with today. Okay.
It's okay. I failed a different job before, and like I had to make up the money then. And then she like puts the hand back on.
This. I mean, I'm not an expert on crime or whatever, but this is kind of sounding a little abusive.
I mean, I'm good at what I do, though.
Okay.
Are,
Fair,
are you?
fair.
You did lose your arm.
Presumably, she lost it because of a job that went wrong.
Yeah.
One where they were expecting her to be a little bit close to the action, and she got discovered. But at the same time, she got injured because they kind of like left her in the open. Like it was a management issue.
Uh-huh. Okay.
And she did just want her hand back.
I just want to state for the record that that is not the assumption Calvin made at all when she said that they did that deliberately. He thinks that they cut off that arm and put the robot one on.
To be fair, I was considering that being the canon, and then I figured that might be a little bit too dark. I'm afraid of going like too far with pointing out this isn't like a friendly little family.
Uh-huh.
Like trying to give justification for why Blue would probably eventually end up leaving them.
Yeah, reasonable. Okay. Well, I suppose I'm alright to keep doing the stuff I've been doing. I mean, I'm just putting together rooms for people, but I don't think anything else is going to work out. So, if that's okay. I mean, I don't want to sound judgy, but I guess I am being kind of judgy here. So,
It's okay. You do enough.
oh, that's very kind of you to say. Thank you.
Of course. She just stands around and looks around like she's expecting something else to happen.
Yeah, I mean, it's a living room that parents decorated. You know, it's like a standard couch, TV. There's tchotchkes, a bland painting of a landscape on the wall. Pretty standard.
So how does hanging out work?
Good question. I mean, for most of the past 7 years, hanging out was living in the same dorm as a bunch of other guys who would probably try to prank you if you closed your eyes. So,
Close your eyes.
appreciate it if you didn't break stuff. My parents do want to come back here eventually.
She tries to rearrange some of the tchotchkes.
Okay.
She then walks back up to you. See if you can find my prank.
Actually, give me a burglary roll for that.
Oh no. Alright. That is a 30.
That is under your 43. You have successfully rearranged the Chotskis.
You may open your eyes now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was there always a cow in that painting?
Yeah, you definitely.
You have not yet
can
discovered
spot-
the prank.
You could definitely spot what's been rearranged with your with your 23 perception. You're like, listen, stats max out at 30. You are like, you are damn near. Yeah, no, you're like up there and like you're not quite Hawkeye or Bullseye, but you're close.
Yeah, I guess for the listener, Kelvin's stats are ridiculously high, but as a result, he doesn't have as many animal tricks. No, no, I'll figure it out. I know I will. This is gonna haunt me.
Yeah. Do you want to watch anime?
Do you have anything with big robots?
She immediately
I want to make
tries...
I want to make a pitch for a fake anime that it should exist.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you remember that one anime from decades from like the 2000s that was basketball with with mechs?
No?
There's that, but it's hockey.
Oh shit.
And they're like playing hockey on like an ice on like a frozen like Venus planet.
Incredible.
Okay, so this is more of a Yuri, and I try not to think about that because of stuff. But this is a hockey anime. It is Venus. I don't know enough about hockey. The dub name is like Slapshots for Venus. It's really cool, and they do have big robots, and they fight.
That sounds fantastic.
And the rival character is called the Swan. I don't know if I'm presuming too much.
We'll
Are
see.
geese
We'll
swan?
see. I don't think so, but I haven't studied taxonomy. I'm not like a biology guy.
I am so sorry to assume.
No, it's fine. It's whatever. Freaky birds. It's the same thing.
They are not freaky, they are strong and clean.
How long after your transformation did you just spend googling tarantulas?
She already knew a surprising amount, but did spend a lot of time looking up tarantulas before starting the right Drider fanfic. You can find it on AO3. It's called Drider Riders.
Incredible. Well, yeah. I think he probably really enjoys that. He definitely ends up yelling at the TV more than he normally would because these anime people don't seem to know what a foul is in hockey.
You would know about what a foul is, ha ha ha.
Uh, uh, every time I think I'm doing okay, you get me again. Nice work.
Of course. She is happy to have made a friend and doesn't know how to express it.
Yeah, big same. I think they come
Yeah,
from very
yeah.
different angles, but they're in very much the same emotional place right now.
The Justice Arcana social link has advanced to level 2.
Uh,
I am so bad at pacing my plans. I definitely expected Marisol to get in a fight and drag this out a little longer.
uh,
Oh, all right. Well, we're gonna go back to Lucia one more time. Um, you get a text from Lenore on the burner phone she gave you.
Yeah, I pick up my phone and check it.
Uh, it's a little, it's a short video of like she's just kind of walking around a boxing gym a boxing gym and just kind of showing you what's there and is like all. And at the end, she like turns the phone back towards her face, kind of pokes it a little bit because she wasn't accounting for her beak. Pulls it back, stretches like her wing out further, and it's like, oh, hey, so us. I know you've got like your whole hermit thing, but you could do with some you could do with some proper training if you want a match against someone who's actually knows what they're doing. You as opposed to just blue. You really should do some get back into proper training. And I know you know this. So like, come on, come into the gym tomorrow, please. And then like, yeah, then the message ends.
Uh, Shakes back. I suppose you have a point. I'm probably not getting the most rigorous exercise just doing this by myself out here.
She's like, yeah, listen, I don't. Hey, frankly, like they shouldn't have had blue in the ring, and I don't want that to happen to. I don't want that to happen to you too. Like if they put you up against someone else. So like just make some time. Try and make some time tomorrow. Come in.
Yeah,
From whatever you do out there.
yeah. I'll try to come in.
All right. Well, we will see. We will see you. We will see you tomorrow.
See you. I'm assuming we cut to the next day.
Actually, there's one more thing I want to do before that. Blue, while you're hanging out and watching the anime with Calvin, you get a text from Lenore. Do you stop and read it?
She glances really quick.
She basically says, do you think I have a chance with the Do you think I have a chance with the? I have a chance in the rabbit emoji.
I don't know, she's pretty strong. I know I'm untrained, but she's clearly skilled.
No, yeah, I don't know why I asked you.
Well, what kind of chance? Do you mean it like a fair fight, or like, do you have guns drawn? Element of surprise?
Not a fight.
Then it what? Then it what?
Honestly, I expected you to be able to pick up on this all of that anime you're watching. I was gonna ask her out.
Oh, I do not know how to talk to girls after the incident.
It's like, what does your arm have to do with talking to girls?
Younger incident.
Okay, well, I'll ask about that. I will ask about that later.
The family
I'm a-
before, not the other family. It's why I am more a fine observer of the art of man love.
Okay, you know what? I take that back. I'm not gonna ask later.
I'm a spectator, never to play in the game.
Okay, well, have a good night with whatever you got going on.
Have a good night too. Thank you for talking to me. I appreciate you reaching out. We should talk more. Okay, do you like anime? Bye.
Yeah, no, all of your messages for after that go straight to red.
She's used to this. Okay, in this arc, the Dove and the Swan are directly at each other. And I'm assuming just kind of fading out.
Yeah, we're just gonna fade out.
Yeah, I'll
And,
say they're right at each other. That's illegal blocking for sure.
But think about the passion! Have you not thought about how they yearn?
oh, all right, Lucia, it's the next day. You going to the gym?
Yeah.
Right, yeah, you go to the gym. She sent you the address. It's pretty empty right now. It is just Lenore here this morning. It's like, oh hey, you made it.
Yes, it's been a while since I've been in this sort of environment.
All right, so I'm assuming you've been keeping up your basic cardio and weight training out there. Like you could do that. You could do that by yourself pretty well, right?
Yes, yes.
All right. So I guess we'll just cut to the ring, and we are getting near the end. So I don't want to do a full. I do not want to do pull out a full boxing fight at the moment, but you are the one. You are one of the ones I do not have handy at the moment. Coffee and a game.
Hmm?
I just on the roll 20 there, and we are. Right, so we are going to do this as a very quick one. Basically, just for the first, just to do a real quick fight scene. So, give me your initiative.
That's D20 plus what again?
Your initiative modifier is on the sheet. It's up on the top corner beside your total group points.
Right. So that'll be a 18.
Okay.
You know, I can't help but notice that this gym floor is full of like bullet holes and mortar craters. Did something go down here?
Okay, how do I roll in roll 20 again? It's why are you not letting me roll? I don't. Fine. I'm a. All right. Lenore has got initiative of 13 plus 20. What did you get?
I got an 18.
All right. So we are doing a sparring, and you are going first.
Okay. So I think she's gonna start the fight with a charge.
All right.
So,
So that is your move. That is your move,
mhm.
and that is the wrong person. Yep. There you go. And what are you going to do for your maneuver?
Well, I think. What was that? I get some bonus if I charge.
Yeah, you get a.
Yeah, when you dash or charge, you may choose to give a single foe the occupied status.
Okay. What's the occupy status? That is down here. We have all the statuses on here. Inactive, occupied.
And then I will do a melee strike. So that's strength plus prowess. Oops. Ooh, that's not great.
What'd you get?
I got an 11.
All
Plus
right.
1 is 12. Escalation's at 1, right? Or does it start
Yeah,
at 0?
escalation starts at 1.
Okay, so it's 12.
12. Yeah, her defense is 17.
Yeah.
Wait, nope. I am looking at the wrong sheet here. Sorry. I am looking at Dr. Young's. Her defense is 16.
Okay.
So you do not, but Mist Strike still does glancing, so she does take 61 minus 3 is 58. She does take glancing damage. What now? It is her turn. She is occupied, and that only affects move. So she is going to. What are her maneuvers? Are da, 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 da. Right, she is going to go for a distract,
Mhm.
which is perception, affluence, and escalation. 8 plus 4, 16. So 17. What's your morale?
18.
All right, she does not successfully distract, and then she's going to go into focus.
Yeah. Um, I will go for another strike, I suppose. I apologize. This is bad radio. I'm still getting used to the combat system.
Yeah, combat's a little.
It's a lot. I will. Yeah, I'll just go for another melee strike.
All right, yeah, give me the.
That's gonna be a 14, which still does not hit.
Still does not fly.
Sorry,
All right,
still
she is
doesn't
in focus and is going to do a counter.
Okay.
So she spends her focus and hits you for. I have a damage die, which. What is the damage for the Alright, she does. Alright, you are going to take 1d6 SHD. That's 5, so 5 SHT.
Okay.
Alright, and now it's her turn, and she's going to go for a grab.
Okay.
Grab is strength prowess and escalation. So 3 and 3. 16, does that get your defense?
Just barely.
Alright, you are grabbed, and 1d6 plus 1d12. Oh, okay. Another 6 SHT,
Okay.
and while she has you grabbed here, she's going to go in and try and try and kiss you.
Sorry, what?
She is going to try and kiss you. This is not a thing that has mechanical rules, and you can basically just break, escape it if you so choose, and break the hold. I'm just going to give it to you because like this is her like displaying a vulnerability in this.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and break away.
All right, yeah, no, you straight up break the hold, and it is your turn on escalation 3.
Uh, I will. Go for a. I think I'll go for a distract. No, sorry, that's another thing I could do. What was the thing I did last time?
What are your maneuvers? Hold on. Roxy,
A knockdown.
Knockdown. Yep.
So, ooh, I'm not doing so good. That's a 6.
Yeah, that is a failure.
Yeah.
All right, then. You do still have another move. You could take another maneuver. You could take another maneuver, even if you fail your first one.
We'll go for like I guess we'll say like she went for the foot sweep and got stopped, but now she's gonna use that opportunity to go for a strike with another hand with her hand.
All right,
So,
you know the roll.
That's 14.
Man, what happened last time? Yeah, no, you are missing again. Now you're still dealing missed strikes. Still deal glancing damage, so she's still taking two from that. But
Suddenly you have the
You
luck I
met
had
one
this time.
professional wrestler, and then
Okay, what are her other maneuvers other than just a strike? Counter, just lash. All right, yeah, she's going to go in for. Actually, you know what? She's going to go for a barrage.
Okay.
So that is prowess and speed plus 14. Prowess 3, 6. That is 20.
Yeah, that hits.
All right. Now to do barrage, she does have to do it with her beak, so that does weapon damage in addition. So we got 1d6, 1d12, and beak, 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 beak. All right, it does 1d6, 1d12, 1d8. All right, that is 6 SHT. And the way barrage works is that she could just keep making strike attempts until she misses.
Okay.
Ugh.
At least I think it's barrage. You may attempt another. Yeah, yeah. So, but she is at disadvantage on every successive one. So that is 13 before bonuses, and that is also a 13 before bonuses. So 13 plus what strength and proud. Plus prowess and speed. Uh, 3 and 3. So 19 still hits.
Yeah.
And because she's doing it with her beak, she can. How does pecking work? It is. You may increase your damage die incrementally on subsequent attacks, so the D8 becomes a D. That D8 becomes a D10 and
Ooh.
9.
Well, that's nasty.
That's nine SHT.
Yep, 9 SHT.
Okay.
And I guess she's going to try again because she can still doing it. Barrage seems kind of really powerful.
Maybe,
Right.
yeah. Uh-huh. Especially
17
with the beak.
and 13. All right, so that's another 19,
Yeah.
and that goes to a D12. That's an 11. All right, I think she's like really on you like that. I think she'll back up. She'll back off a little bit now. They're like, all right, you can. If you don't feel up to it, you did just have that big fight yesterday. I understand.
In my defense, if we weren't animals, that shit would never fly.
What are you doing now?
Probably gonna. I think I'm gonna go for the pummel.
All right. What does pummel do again?
Inflicts the weakened X status, where X is equal to your strength modifier. And that roll is plus strength plus endurance. Plus,
Yep.
what's escalation at?
Escalation should be at 4 now.
Okay, well, I rolled a 20 on the die.
That is that's also a critical hit, so you can roll one of your damage dice double. You still and on this you still do strength and size damage for this. So
Okay, so
3d8 and then re-roll and then like roll a and then re-roll the lowest one.
Okay. That is 10.
10. Yeah. It's like, that's more like it. Oh, I do want to clarify. You still are not using your claws, right?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I think like I took them at character creation, but I realized like I feel like Lucia wouldn't want to use them. Like it would feel like it'd feel like fighting dirty to her.
Okay, we will talk off mic about maybe refunding you those goop points.
Okay.
Um. All right. Well, that's only one. That's one maneuver, and you have inflicted weaken upon her, so she will take an additional. What's your strength modifier?
That's 4.
She will take an additional 4 damage each time she gets hit. Well, actually, next time she gets hit, it only lasts the one. If she takes damage.
In that case, I'll go for another melee strike.
All right.
Back to the battle rolls. That's gonna be a 7. That's gonna be a 13.
13.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that is not hitting, but she will take the. She's still going to take the 2 glancing damage. Wait, no. Your damage, your strength is 2 things. So that's 3 glancing damage. Yeah. All right. We are now at escalation 5. Yeah. No, we're still at 4. It's still at 4. Then it's 5 next turn. Okay. Let's make. I don't think she's going to go for another barrage, but she.
I don't see why not. It was super effective.
It was very effective.
You see, the secret to like doing a lot of damage is to do damage repeatedly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, I think she's
And
going
if your
to go
numbers
for.
are higher than your,
She is going to go for a distract. And it's going to get 9 plus 4 is 13. Plus another 4 or 17. And another 4 is 21. That I'm pretty sure that beats your morale.
Yeah, it does.
All right. So actually need to figure out what your defense is as opposed to just looking at the thing. Why did I not copy down that? Because I'm dumb.
you're not dumb.
No, but now I have to try and remember how defense is calculated as opposed to just using the formula on the sheet.
Oh no.
That's valid.
All right, I don't want to do the math. I'm just going to say you're going to lose. What's your highest modifiers? Your highest modifier is 4. You're just going to say your defense is 12. That way I don't have to try and search up a formula in the book.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty prowess. Actually, wait, no. It's prowess and endurance. Yeah. Okay, so it's got to be 3. All right, your defense is 13. for this, and now that she has lowered your defense, now she is going to go for a barrage.
Incredible. We can never pick a fight with her. She's too powerful.
Aura.
7 plus 4 is 13. What was the barrage thing? Prowess and speed. 13, 16, and 17, 18. And because your defense is lower, that does hit.
Yep. My defense is definitely lower than that.
And oof, that's a 20 damage.
That's how much?
20.
20.
And second round of barrage is a 15. And that one rolls only gets a 10. That completely whiffs.
Okay. I think Lucia is going to stop for a second and be like, how is this fair? How am I getting accurate training when you're trying to peck my eyes out?
Well, one, I'm not aiming at your face. That is clearly your torso. And what I'm training you to actually fight. You know how to box. I'm showing you how to fight.
I suppose you have a point. But
If you want to call it for now, that's fine.
I have my principles. If I can't win against anyone by fighting fair, then who am I? I have discipline.
Yeah, she just kind of like just lowers her arms. Is like, oh, really?
I mean, this is how it's how I always learned.
Okay, but you're not really an aspiring Olympian anymore. You're in like the backup. You're in like the converted Zeller's illegal street fights.
That doesn't matter.
Weird
I want
animal
to know
people.
the worth of hard work and firm firm discipline. I want to show that you don't have to be. I want to show the world that you don't have to. You don't have to cheat to get strong.
I mean, it's not cheating. It's not cheating to use what you got. It's not like I pulled a knife on you.
I mean, that thing's pretty sharp.
Yeah, but it's not that sharp. It's not that sharp, but
Points to the like multiple wounds on her body. Like,
yeah. All right. You know what? Here, I think think you need to stop and think about what you actually want. What you actually want here, because this is the kind of fighting This is the kind of fighting we're offering here. We kept the worst of what honestly you mostly were able to beat up Blue. Is that because we did ask her to not bite you, because that might actually kill you, and we don't want that. But this is the kind of fighting we're looking for, and if that's not what you want to do, then maybe this isn't for you.
No, I want to do this, but I want to do it on my terms.
Well, she just kind of shrugs. Well, kind of starts walking away. It's like, well, feel free to make use of the rest of the gym, but I'm suddenly significantly less interested.
Damn. Uh, she just like Lucia just kind of sulks like.
Devastating day for Lenore, honestly. Goes from, do you think I have a chance, to being accused of cheating within 12 hours?
All right, and with that moment of disappointment for Lenore the jailbird, I think we are good to end it out for the night. So this has been all on the table RPGs. Ken, follow us here and find the VODs of all of our sessions on YouTube, and the YouTube channel is the same name, right? Right, nobody?
Yep, all on the table RPGs.
Yeah, you can find us there, and follow us on Patreon. I really should know these things. That is the same name on Patreon too, right?
Patreon.com/all on the table. Yep.
I really should know these things. I'm sorry. I'm being a bad host.
It's all good. It's all good.
Anyways, you could do that, and let's go around and talk about where you can find people online, and just plug things that you enjoy if you don't have anything else going on. I'm gonna start with nobody this time because we know you have the longest one.
Fair enough. So I do a whole bunch of stuff. I'm here at All on the Table on the first Saturday of every month. That's this upcoming Saturday for the Artifacts of Romulus campaign. I stream with Random Rhapsody every other Monday for the Ether Shanties campaign, which is the official playtest game for the Sagas system. And I have 2 weekly podcasts. Us Weirdos Have to Stick Together, which is about queer representation in cartoons, and The X-Files, a 9 chapters a week reread of every Animorphs book in order. And finally, I just want to throw this out there. Fabi asked me to cover it because she had to leave early. But if you enjoyed Fabi's work, you can always find her at Eidolon Playtest, a series of podcasts, 2 opposing AP systems wherein groups of mystery-solving teens in the 1970s and the 1990s try to figure out the dark mysteries of their town. It's very JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Persona inspired. She also asked me to talk about Fight Opera. Fight Opera is the company she wrestles for, and coming up on the 22nd of June, they're going to be doing a big show themed to a train robbery. Every different match is going to be a different car of the train. It's free for everybody to show up. If you're in Austin, it's also going to be streaming at their page at Fight Opera on Twitch.
All right, and Roxy.
Yeah, I don't really have much of a public online presence these days, so I'm gonna plug Drakengard. If you played Nier Automata and you didn't think you suffered enough, pretty good.
Okay, and Maple.
Hi, I can be found on the On the Table stream on the second Saturday of every month, Secret of Small Gods. I am playing a former heroine goblin, Holly, and again, it is definitely pronounced Holly. Don't you dare ask me about how else to spell it. As she goes on her wild adventures with her new friends. I'm also on a different podcast called Battle of the Blorbos. I think some of us know this fairly well. Basically, throwing every single fictional character to find the empirical best character. And I may not have found the empirical best, but I found the empirical worst. But it sounds like there was a shakeup in the roster of the last game.
Uh-oh.
I mean,
And then for
they're not going to see that for a couple. They're not going to see that for like 2 months, but
it happened.
it definitely
So
happened.
that's 2 months of anticipation.
Ha.
And then I guess for things I'm enjoying, check out Dr. Robotnik's Ring Racers. I am still playing this game. I am in hell. I'm not going to get all the emeralds in a lifetime. That's not going to stop me from trying. My best friend Jack Frost. The end.
My name is M Healy. You can find me on Twitter and Blue Sky at M of Healy, and you can find. And I am the host of Battle of the Blorbos podcast. And yes, in fact, in our search for the best character of all time, Rio Asuka from Devilman was dethroned this weekend.
I'm really
A
mad about
horrible
that. I
loss
wanted to kill the
for
devil.
Yali.
I can't believe Byakuya had a round 2.
It was not
He's
Byakuya.
back.
It's not Byakuya. Nobody gets a round 2 till peer review, which isn't until August. Anyways, you can find the podcast on Twitter at Battle Blorbos Pod, where we post polls based on the matchups from the episode. The current poll matchup is who will beat the other in live action Mario Kart battle mode, Destiny Nova from Battle Angel Alita or Doctor Doom. Currently, Doctor Doom is in the lead.
As he should be. In all things.
And general plugging things. Marvel's Midnight Suns. Now, I'm not endorsing spending money on Marvel at this time, as they are part of the BDS movement because of their the character Sabra and her presence as the main character in the next Captain America movie. But if you want to like get it for free while it is on the, I can't remember if it's on the Xbox or PlayStation where it just went up on their free
I
thing.
think
But
Xbox.
you want to get it free there while you can. Do that, or do some crimes. We endorse light crimes. We endorse light crimes here. At least I do. They might yell.
You
They
just
might yell
loiter.
at me. The staff might
Weird
yell at
comic
me later
shop,
for
finish
this,
it.
but
If I can throw out a general plug, I just want to give big ups to the Hartford Whalers. It's a team that's been disbanded for 20 years, but it's still the best logo in hockey.
and with that, I think that is everything. So, good night.
Good night.
I